What's up, guys? So here's the top 10 things that you need to know before getting to level 20 in Blade and Soul. So the queue system, everyone is still stuck in a queue. Go to the newest servers, or you could potentially try to log in early in the morning to bypass the queue system, because the queues are a lot less, common early in the morning. Number 2, get your hongmoon weapon early on. This is the weapon right here, hongmoon sword. You're going to love this thing forever. You're going to be constantly upgrading it. So if you shift left click on it, you're going to see you feed this weapon weapons. You feed it weapons, constantly upgrade it. Do not sell this. If you sell it, you can buy it back from a vendor. Don't worry about it. But yes, do not get rid of it. Number 3, faction uniforms. So early on in the beginning of the game, around level 5, you get the choice to join either the red, the Crimson Legion, or the blue, the Cerulean Order. And so it's pretty much red versus blue. You get a costume, and this is the costume for joining the red group. When you click on it to equip, it gives you this right here. Make sure that you read this. This tells you that you're flagging up for PvP. Anyone in the red costume can kill anyone on the blue costume, and vice versa. So you click it, you confirm, red costume is on. It takes a couple seconds to take this off, so you cannot instantly deflag for PvP. You can see right here we have a guy in the blue costume right here. We can now go ahead and kill and attack him as much as we like, because he is part of the enemy faction. Or world bosses. World bosses look like this kind of flower thing as people are engaging, or they have a little monster icon on the map. You want to kill the world bosses a lot. Killing the world bosses a lot will get you essences, tokens that you use to spin these roulette wheels. So here's some kind of essences that we're talking about. And this is the roulette wheel over here. And it shows you what color essence that you actually need. You spin this wheel to get weapons and soul shields, and also costumes and miscellaneous things in there. So you can also sell the essences. So if you don't want that essence right there and you have too many of them, you can actually put them up on the auction house and sell them. Number 5, don't use your keys and unsealing charms at all. You're only going to want to use your keys and unsealing charms when you get your weapons and accessories to this max level, and you open them up and you see what weapon is required to evolve your weapon. So this is a hongmoon weapon that is a high level now. You can see we're on a different account, and it requires a hujakar axe. So the only time that you're ever going to use an unsealing charm is when you actually get this kind of axe from the boss. So it's told you where it's acquired from, the Hoshed, Pastures, Title Lord, Hujakar. So you're going to go fight that monster, kill him, get the essences, get the boxes, open it up. When you get this axe, this specific axe, use the unsealing charm, so then you can evolve your weapon. And the same thing happens for accessories. You also need some other evolution materials, which you can typically get by doing quests, or this one is acquired by the Soul Warden's profession. 6, do daily. So in case you missed out on keys or you used your soul shields mistakenly, make sure that you go back to old areas and do dailies. You see this is marked a daily quest. It is very simple. You can go back even if you're level 45 to do the basic level 1, level 5, level 10 dailies. Do the old dailies. You'll get gold, you'll get silver, you'll get keys, you'll get unsealing charms, you get consumables. The dailies will also give you a decent amount of EXP as well. So do the dailies. You can see they all reset around 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So do the dailies. Those will get you consumables, items, keys, unsealing charms. That's how you get them. Otherwise, you have to pay 10 silver for each key or 10 silver for each unsealing charm. You don't want to do that. You're not going to have that kind of money, guys. Tip number 7 here is salvage all of the soul shields that you get. You only need one set. When you left click on it, it comes down here to salvage. You click on that. This is going to get you materials that is actually going to be worth a lot more and usable to make gems and other items that are needed later down the line. So salvage all this. This will also help you with your inventory. If you run into overflow inventory slot, look down on the bottom right. So down here in the bottom right, if you ever have an inventory that just won't let you do anything, won't let you salvage anything, that means you have items in your overflow. There's going to be a treasure chest down here. Click on it and that will have items there, and you have to just put them in your bag. Make sure that you have room for them. But yeah, sometimes you cannot even... You see, your inventory will look a lot like this. You'll have a lot of items that are sealed. You do not need to open these guys once again. Do not waste unsealing charms. Some of the higher ones, This one right here is actually necessary. It's an evolution material. You need this, so you need to unseal it. But it requires 2 unsealing charms, so that's quite expensive. This one over here does not need to be unsealed. This is just an offering. This is what you feed your weapons and accessories. Accessories, of course, eat accessories, and weapons eat weapons. So read what they say. If they say evolution materials or breakthrough materials, keep those guys, hold on to them until your weapons and accessories actually require that specific one. Everything else, you can just feed your weapons and accessories. Number 8 here, the storage NPC is also where you sell items. So you have to click on the guy. He's got 2 different storages, a basic and a secondary. Make sure that you utilize both of these storages. Don't forget about the secondary storage. Secondary storage, you cannot put weapons, accessories, soul shields in there. So the first one, you can put anything in there except for quest items. As you can see, they're grayed out. The secondary, you can put miscellaneous other things in there. So use your storages both. These guys do require dragon trade pouches to open. You can see it gets very expensive down here. 2 dragon trade pouches for 1. This over here, for this whole section, is only 4 dragon trade pouches. You're going to get some of these via quests and surveys. Make sure that you read the surveys and answer the surveys in the bottom right hand section of the map of the screen, and they will give you free items. Make sure that you do that. These things, dragon trade pouches, are very important. The only other way to get them is through the cash shop. Number 9, as you get to Jadestone Village, you're going to be overwhelmed with a lot of crafting NPCs. Make sure that you talk and do all those quests, and then you're going to slowly start getting these Viridian Valor stones for doing all the dailies and such. You do not want to buy the hongmoon items. You will get these all from quests. So you see, this is how you buy back your axe if you sold it. This is how you buy back your, accessories if you sold them as well. What you're going to want to do is every time you get these dailies, you're going to get the Viridian stones, or for whatever region you're going to, you're going to get that region's stone. You're going to want to buy the soul shield sets for that area. So right here you can buy the complete set. This is extremely good soul shield. This is pretty much the best soul shield that you're going to want to have. And you can also buy a whole bunch of different costumes. So it pays off to do the dailies. Do the dailies every single day until you get enough and get everything out of this inventory. And number 10, last but not least, is getting gems for your weapon. Over here, Jadestone Village, you can see we're right next to Croaker Lagoon. In Croaker Lagoon, there is a world boss. So this is Croaker Lagoon, and a world boss spawns right there. There he is, the big giant red frog thing, and he drops a treasure box. And in the treasure box, you have a chance to get any of these tile of gems. So you can see 60 additional damage, trigger on attack, 45 life drain, triggers on critical hit, 20 additional damage when an enemy is stunned or knocked down. So there's a different variety of gems that you can get, and you can see a lot of people are farming him because this is critical. You need these gems to do a lot of additional damage. He spawns really, really quick.